Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly message. So I feel like during this week for some of you there's a lot of like this question that keeps popping up, like what are you really afraid of, Gemini? I keep getting like some of you are you need to confront a specific fear or a specific situation in which there is a fearful response associated from you, and really get to the bottom of what makes you cringe, what makes you so afraid to do something, to say something, to go in a certain direction, or to give something up. Whatever it is in your specific case, Gemini, it's like until you answer this question for yourself and you recognize what is really the source of fear you hold. Where is it coming from? What is it stemming from? What is it its own? It's like this fear, the origin of this fear. Where does it lie? So it feels like a very important week to dive deep and question your fears and the illusions that those same fears obviously create, in terms of many times blinding us. Fear blinds us. Fear keeps us from seeing things as they are. Sometimes things are beautiful and we don't see how beautiful they are because of fear. Or sometimes things are not so good and great for us, but because of fear we hang on to them. So again, what it is that you are not seeing for what it is due to fear. And it feels like a particular fear or trauma response for some of you, Geminis. I also feel like for others, I feel like you need to take some time away, take a break, go on a short trip or a vacation or somewhere where you can be, I feel like some of you could benefit in being somewhere where you can be more yourself. I keep getting like some of you are living under some sort of stress or condition that does not allow you to fully express your joy, your lightness of being, your thoughts. So by going somewhere outside of your usual stressful environments, somewhere else beautiful by nature, or just a concept of a space where you can relax and be open to live, even if only during those days, authentically, it's really going to help you set aside as well some, frivolous, superficial, irrelevant, unwanted energies that you also are in need to let go of. It's like some of you might have a lot of irrelevant, um, you have absorbed some sort of irrelevant information. I keep getting like maybe again during your regular weeks and days, you live perhaps surrounded by or bombarded by frivolous things and superficial dynamics in your work life or in your relationships and in your social gatherings. Like very few Geminis, I feel like very few around you, for those that I'm connecting, of course, very few people around you see you for who you are, and very few people around you are as authentic as you would like them to be. So a lot of masks are being, a lot of people here with masks being, wearing masks during this time. Some of them you might be aware of, some of it you might not. But there's this dynamic between your interactions that are not as authentic as they should be to provide satisfaction in terms of the type of relationships you're dealing with, and of course to build trust. So some of you are also here, perhaps you need to be awakened from the illusion of believing that something or someone is, it's like some of you might need to open your eyes to the truth of someone's behavior and character, who see someone for who they really are. See beyond their mask, beneath their mask. Acknowledge that someone you're dealing with, or several people you're dealing with, are wearing masks. And for some reason, I feel like for Geminis, this is hard for you to come to terms with, because it's like, now what will I do about it? Now, now what? Now what? It's like, because I also feel like some of you, those people that in which this might be happening, or even if it's just one specific person, they have some sort of importance in your life. It's like there's not something like I feel you can easily move away from. It could be just because of status or because there's an actual association here, that makes it hard to break off here the relationship if you would want. I just feel like you need to pull back a little bit to look at distance, right? Because sometimes when we're too close and involved, we cannot see things with a more detached perspective. And so this is why, again, Geminis would benefit from removing themselves a little bit from their usual routines and social gatherings and people, just to observe from a distance. It can help you gain perspective. And I also feel like some of you are coming to terms not only from others, but you perhaps might also have been wearing a mask and some honesty. I feel like you're so in need of something real, something authentic, something pure. Some of you need to reconnect with the pure essence of situations, and there's this energy during the week of something triggering that need quite a lot, and some of you just feel like you can't help but fall into patterns that put you again in a position that you don't want, but at the same time you don't know how to live or extract yourself from that same energy. So some of you are just about, this is a week of questions about what living authentically means. Who is your true self? Who is the true self of those around you? What am I really aiming for? What am I really afraid of? Again, I keep getting like there's so many deep questions that you're making, but you need to be by yourself, I feel, to gain answer and answers and resolution solutions. It's like it will come from a more further association. So being far away from the usual habitat is shows that at least during this week it's more for your benefit. So I hope you have a great one. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of August, as usual, I have two special sales offer available. Both are inspired in this radiant Leo theme season. Again, if you would like to know more details about them, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. Have a great week.